All men dream, but not equally. Those are the wise words of Nathan Drake in the first debut trailer of Uncharted 3. Well, Uncharted 2, I mean, that game is pretty much my favourite game this generation. If I could go back in time to like maybe 1 or 2 generations ago, like say back to the PS1 era, when we had the PS1, the Nintendo 64, all of those kind of old schoolish consoles, and I could take one game from this generation to show people back then how games would be like now, I would show them Uncharted 2, because Uncharted 2 graphically was great, story was really awesome, the gameplay was a mix of third person shooting and platforming. It had everything, it had the little touches that would just make someone really believe that this generation's doing well. And that's the game I'll take back. That was a random little tidbit I'll give you there. So, as you can see, my expectations for Uncharted 3 are pretty high. So, anyway, without further ado, this is J Man Introductions in the J Zone. Um, Let me give you my thoughts and analysis on what we've seen so far. Now, the developer of Uncharted is Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog have done some pretty great games in the past. People know them for the Jack and Daxter games, which had really great platforming elements and some shooting elements. So that's where that's why Naughty Dog are so great with the platforming and shooting, because the game they did before was based on a lot of that, but this one's more has a lot more realism to it than the Jack games did, because Jack's more of a I'll say a mascot type character. So first off, when we saw the debut trailer for Uncharted 3, the first thing that you just captures your eyes is the graphics. The graphics look even better than Uncharted 2. And to me, they're like the top three best looking games of this generation so far. Are Final Fantasy 13, Uncharted 2, and God of War. And for it to top them games, I mean, is astounding. I think this is slightly better. We see Drake in this sort of desert Sahara sort of area with all like deserts, and it seems all hot. And I thought nice setting, because we've seen Drake in the jungle, we've seen him in like some icy glacierous places, and that whole, how do I describe it, like an ancient ruins place. Like you went to, we've seen him in all like loads of diverse places, but we haven't seen him in a like a desert sort of Sahara based place. So it's really nice to see that Naughty Dog likes to use a sense of geography in it, and that put in all of these different environments. It's really nice that they're doing this. So graphically, first off, yes. Another thing that I noticed in the debut trailer is that Sully is going to be more active in this game. In the previous Uncharted game, which is Uncharted 2, Sully weren't in it that much. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not too big of a spoiler. Sully appears when he helps Drake get out of prison. That's it. But that's a little spoiler, doesn't it? It doesn't really ruin anything for you in Uncharted 2, if you know that. In Uncharted 1, he was very prominent, and he just took a back seat, because in Uncharted 2, you know, you have the two hoes with you, Elena and Chloe, who are helping you out. But I like Elena and Chloe, don't get me wrong, but Sully was, I like him, he's a pretty cool character. So he's back as well. Um, just presentation graphic wise, that's from the first trailer. I thought pretty amazing. Um, then we got some gameplay in, I forgot the name of the place. I will just look it up now. It's called Chats. I'll call it Castle gameplay, because that's one of the names for it. Yeah, it's got a really weird name. But anyway, in this gameplay that we saw, um, it's it looks like they have a real sense of interactivity between Drake and Sully. It's really great. I mean, in the previous game, you had a lot of interactivity while you weren't shooting up people. Like Chloe would say certain things to Drake, and it was like Naughty Dog put a lot of TLC into the game, um, in terms of like interactions and the way you talk to people. I like that. But this one, it's really great, because like you're Drake and you're walking across a ledge, and Sully will be shooting off the enemies that are trying to get you, and you'll do the same for him, vice versa, basically. So Sully may be walking across the ledge, you have to shoot and pick off the enemies that are trying to get him. Just little touches like that. Um, it looks like they've added some more melee moves, which is always awesome. I had a few problems with like the melee abilities in Uncharted. I mean, it seems too easy just pressing um, square all the time. So it seems like they've added a few combos that you can do. That's pretty awesome because Uncharted 1 had a sort of combo based system. It weren't really refined, but it looks like they're bringing that back and making it better. There was also this takedown move where Drake is on like a really high vantage point, and there's an enemy down below, and he does it like um, Ezio in Assassin's Creed. He just jumps down and takes down the enemy. It's pretty awesome. So like melee wise, I mean, Naughty Dog have really stepped up their game in terms of that. I will say before I carry on with this video, from so far from what I've seen, the gap between Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2 looks bigger than the gap between Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, but I haven't played the game, so I won't know. Um, so yeah, I'll call it castle gameplay. Um, yeah, we saw a few great like gameplay mechanics, and that gameplay as well. I have the links down below for everything I'm talking about, like the debut trailer, this castle trailer I'm talking about, and the trailer I'm going to talk about next. Um, in the castle gameplay, I mean, wow, freaking awesome. The graphically is really awesome because there's all fire all around you. It looks like when they did the snow at the start of the game in Uncharted 2, I thought that looked great, but this looks really awesome. I mean, PC gamers say the PC has the best graphics. I know the PC has the best graphics, but the PS3 is pretty damn powerful as well. And I know the Xbox is powerful in its own right as well because Crisis 2 looks really great in the Xbox. Um, I noticed with this is just a little tangent here. I noticed with Crisis 2 on the Xbox, I mean, it looks amazing, but when you get closer to some of the textures, it looks a bit off. But anyway, yeah, graphically awesome. I'm gonna say it's better than Uncharted 2 graphically so far. Last trailer that there's only been like really three trailers come out, and that was the new villain trailer. In the new villain trailer, we see obviously the new villain, and it happens to be a British person. Awesome, because we're gonna get some great British comedy from this. Um, yeah, I liked it. I like the way certain games from American development, no, American developers or Japanese developers, I wouldn't say it's stereotype. It's just sort of like this, the way they stereotype and portray different people. I like it because it's really funny. Like, obviously, they're not doing it in spite of people. They're just doing it for humor, and I liked it. I like the way they did it. It's sort of like if you're a Naruto fan, you know that Kishimoto has the whole village of black people with the Raikage, Killer Bee, and Killer Bee raps all the time, and Raikage is kind of loud, and he's beast. But anyway, anyway, yeah. I mean, I like the new villain. She's British, and all of her gang members are pretty much British, or her. I don't know what's the word for. I forgot what the word. What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot the word I'm looking for. But anyway, I really should edit this, but I probably won't. But yeah, I really like the new villains they picked. It seems like Uncharted 2 had a really great cinematic style to it, and it seems like they've really refined it in this one. I mean, it makes it look, it's like the best sort of cinematic game out there, apart from like Heavy Rain, because it just puts you in these situations and you feel so encapsulated in it just by the trailer. I really want to know what finds out. I really want to know what happens with Drake and Sully. Why are they getting into this mess with that lady, whatever her name is? But I mean, overall, I know I've talked a lot and I've rambled a lot. I should really call this Uncharted 3 ramble, but overall, I really think the Uncharted 3 so far, it looks really amazing. It looks like it's gonna just it looks like it's going to be one of those games where it adds polish. It seems like, dare I say it, Mario Galaxy 2. Because Mario Galaxy, the original, I mean, I don't own a Wii, but I played little bits of Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, and I've seen gameplay. Galaxy 1 had some really great innovative platforming and all that stuff. It was pretty cool, but it weren't really refined and polished. But Galaxy 2, aesthetically, it looks better. They tweaked some of the game mechanics. They added Yoshi. They had little bits added, and this is what Uncharted 3 feels like so far. It feels like it's going to be one of those games where it's not exactly going to bring in new innovations, but it's going to have loads of little tweaks to what the last game was to make it better. I hope they make the online about Uncharted 2. It's not that I didn't like it. I liked it at first, but Naughty Dog added a few too many updates, and they made certain things like the visual awareness and all of that got on my nerves. But Naughty Dog can improve that. So this game just looks like we're gonna refine and polish and tweak up things like a sequel should. That's really great. The only new added feature I've seen so far is the fact that there may be a split screen. So I mean, as in, I think local player split screen, and I don't know, online split screen as well. Like, you know, with Call of Duty Black Ops, I know there's the online split screen. So you and a friend locally can play online and split screen. And there might just be a normal split screen where you and a friend just play against each other and maybe a few enemies split screen. But that's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't want them to just refine and polish things. I want them to add a few new features as well, just to keep me there. And I want, yeah, like the split screen would be awesome because I remember there was one situation. I went to my friend's house. I wanted to play Uncharted with them, show them why I love this game so much, and I talk about it all the time. But the only way they could play it was single player. And when you have a group of friends around, you don't really want to play a single player thing with them, if you get what I mean. So certain times you will, but certain times you won't. So it would have been awesome in Uncharted 2 had that sort of split screen. So it's nice to see from because there was a little screenshot leaked and it showed like split screen. It's not totally confirmed, but if this is true, it's nice to see that Naughty Dog is adding that new innovation. So anyway, it's just been my little ramble on Uncharted 3. Tell me of any other games you want me to talk about. I'm thinking about doing something on Batman Arkham City, Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Oh my god. When one more things is released on that, I'm thinking about talking about that. Tell me any other games you want me to talk about. As you all know, I'm a big Sonic fan. Yeah, because I'm going from really hardcore games like Uncharted to Sonic. Yeah, it's weird. Um, I know that they're releasing a they're going to release that Sonic Anniversary Collection, and there's not a lot of news out on it lately, but I want to give my thoughts on that as well. But if tell me just what you want game related. I do have a couple of game related reviews coming out. I have a few plans for game related videos, but at the same time, I would like you guys to give me some feedback on that. I don't know. That's it really. Oh yeah, the Mortal Kombat demo, from what I played, it's decent. I don't think it's amazingly great, because I'll say one thing on the Mortal Kombat demo is that the reason that Mortal Kombat was that great is because it had a lot of shock value back in the day. But now that we have games like GTA and uh, Left 4 Dead, all of these, and Dead Space, yeah, Dead Space is a really great example. Now that we have all of these games that just have all of this gory and like sort of bloody sort of action, the shock value from Mortal Kombat has gone down. So I think it's okay so far. I don't really have much else to say. Don't want to go over the time limit. So J-Man's Productions on the J Zone. Live and learn. Good luck and God bless. And all men dream, but not equally. Bye.